Hey y'all, what's up? It's Jana Leaves and welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 4 of 12 days of Christmas. For day 4, I thought it would be cool for me to go ahead and give you a tour of all of my thick veined Hoyas. So when I look around my Hoya collection, it's very clear to me that I have a type or a couple types, really about two or three types. For the most part though, my collection is deeply comprised of Veiny Hoyas. I think I had like a bit of a moment where I kind of just blacked out and acquired a bunch of Hoyas that to most people are gonna look very similar or the same. And I'm not gonna lie, some of them do look similar, but I thought it would be cool for me to just go ahead, give you a walkthrough of them. So in today's hopefully not very long video, I'm just gonna show y'all the Hoyas and then talk a little bit about them. Not too much, just a little bit of a show and tell kind of video, you know? And if you watched my Hoya collection videos maybe a month or so ago, then maybe, just maybe, they have grown. Maybe they look the exact same. I think most of them look the same. So with that being said, let's go ahead and lock in. Okay, also before we fully go through the list, I'm not ranking these, but I am going to basically let you know if I'm planning to keep it for sure, if I'm a little bit on the edge, or if it's a plant that I'm like, I am pretty sure you're going into either the trash or the sale bin. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and really get into it for real this time. Okay, we're gonna start off on one of those notes. So this is my Hoya Lata Iskandar Peninsularis Teddy Bear Parak Teddy Bear something. I bought it as a Lata Iskandar. I don't know if that is the proper name, but that is what I bought it as. Honestly and truly, it's a nice plant. Like, I'm not gonna say it's not nice, but it has been these 2 leaves since I got it. I have done many a different thing. I have checked the roots. The roots are absolutely fine. There are no pests in the roots. Everything is going fine. It's just that the plant literally, it's not even like, you know how people will say like, oh, you'll keep having aborted growth points. Instead of that happening, it's like the leaf will come out and then fall off. And I'm like, what is that about? I've treated it for flat mites. I've done all of those things. I'm really not sure. I'm like, I know in day 2 or 3, one of these recent videos, I mentioned that this was a plant that I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna keep. I'm still on the fence though, because as I'm sitting here looking at it, I'm like, okay, this is nice. And of course, I'm about to show you a bunch of Hoyas that kind of look similar, but it's the only one with this kind of texture per se. Like it's not like velvet, because but it's not quite like as glossy as the other ones, nor is it's got like a weird texture and visual appeal to it that I appreciate. But I just want to grow just one leaf. Like if I could just grow one leaf for real. And I've had this Hoya for way too long for it to be literally still not. It's still just not. I've had it for at least I've had this Hoya for 6 months now and I'm still getting nowhere. So I'm not really sure what I should do. I'm not really sure. If you have this plant, please give me some advice, because again, when I look on Vermont Hoyas and see what Doug got going on, it seemed like a difficult one. So y'all let me know. Okay, this next one is one that I had actually literally never heard of until I got it in my trade from Leafy Mama. So this is my Hoya leonensis. I think that when I first got it, it was definitely darker. So it might be getting sun bleached, and you could see the newest leaf is probably sun stressed. So I'm wondering if I need to put it in a lower light condition. I'm considering maybe putting it on my dresser. I might do a rearrange, to be really honest with you, because any plants where I feel like I like the sun stressing should probably stay on those shelves. I could also turn off one of the shelf lights because I put 2 10-watt Barina bars on there, really and truly, because I have been really, and I keep saying I need to really sit down and hunker down on the light thing, but when you hear about light requirements of Hoyas and plants, etc., the information is so varied. We're not even on the same page of how we're measuring light. I'm not buying a $100 and something light meter because I grow for fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? I bought a $20 light meter that I recommend people buying, but I don't know about $100 something. That's a little, whoa, you know? I feel like this shelf is not getting, like where this Hoya is at, it's not getting 1,000-foot candles, maybe like 400, 500. And it's like, is that too much light? I can't even tell you. It's growing though, it's growing. It does need to be watered, but yeah, it's that time of the week for me. What day is today? Today's Friday. So typically I would water my plants once a week. Like my Hoya shelves, I check them once a week to give them water. I know that people say no watering schedules. They don't all just get water indiscriminately. I check them once a week. And then my anthurium, I think I'm on a twice a week ish. Not really, if all depends. The only one that I feel like I actually have to give water to more than one time a week right now is my big mama, that y'all can't even see because I got it turned a little bit. But my big mama, the Forgetii hybrid, does need a little bit more water, but that's because it will be dry out here sometimes. So like, it all depends. Like last night, I poured water in its reservoir, and this morning it's all gone. So I'm probably gonna put a little bit more just so they can rest in the reservoir, because it's obviously was dry, because normally the reservoir lasts a couple days. That's off topic. Anywho, this is the Hoya leonensis, and I put this in this category because, as you can see, when it was darker, you could still see the veination, which is pretty cool. And now that it has like that, I think it's cute. It's cute. I don't have a bad time with this plant at all. It's pretty easygoing. I don't see a ton of roots in here, like circling the pot. But again, I got it and I chopped off the roots, rooted it in a smaller cup, and then transitioned it into this bigger cup. And now it lives on the outside in gem pot. But it's a nice one. It's doing well. Oh yeah, so that's obviously, I didn't even say it, but obviously that's one I'm keeping. This next one is a Hoya Jennifer. I do have a duplicate of this one downstairs, because I couldn't bring myself to let it go. So I just put it downstairs in my living room. In my living room, I have also gotten rid of, y'all have never seen it, but I'm just sharing. I got rid of my hanging plants because of the visual clutter was too much. I couldn't, like my full like pots of philodendron, heteroecium, like just regular green leaf, and then also the Brazil. I have another Brazil up here. I no longer have any like green, just all green heartleaf hanging philodendrons. Can't. It just was looking messy, right? Because they grow really fast, and then yeah, I don't know. I didn't like the aesthetic of it, and I'm really trying to hone my plant collection in for the visual vibes right now, you know? That said, I love this Hoya Jennifer so bad. It has only given me one leaf since I got, is it one? Yeah, it has only given me one leaf since I got it. There are 2 vines in this pot. The one downstairs, the second vine died because I had 2 vines in each of these. This one, the second vine is doing swell. I'm always looking in the pot because I'm always afraid of root mealies. I feel like, you know what? Honestly, with plants, I would recommend not locking in heavily when it comes to watching people's videos where they always got pests, because you're going to be panicked, right? You're going to be panicked. And I hate that that's how sometimes I am in my own collection, where I'm like, oh my God, is there a pest? Is there a pest? You good. Everything is cool. Worst case, you see a bug. If you like me, you don't do the bugs, either systemic or get rid of it. It's going to be okay. But anyway, this one here falls into this category, obviously, because of its veins. I kind of feel like, because I have my other one in the living room under a Barina light that's pretty close, I kind of feel like I should pull this one back from getting really bright light right now, because I want to see if I can get some of those darker leaves that I see other people get on their Hoya Jennifer. She's doing pretty amazingly. She's also moist. It's so interesting because some plants suck up water really fast and some don't. And I'm excited because this tendril is here. She's gonna give me some new leaves soon. I do want to order some more. I have like these like 12-inch, 10 or 12-inch trellises. I really like those because, for me, I don't have the space to have my Hoyas on really large, tall trellises. And having those smaller ones allow the Hoya to have something to grab onto. And then also you achieve that bushier look way faster, which is kind of like the aesthetic I'm going for with my Hoyas. But yeah, that's this one here. Okay, here's one that definitely looks different than the last time I showed you it. And this is my Hoya Surprise. I love this plant. Oh, I love it. So right now you can clearly see there's like some red on it. It is definitely, the light must be strong, obviously, but it has grown so much. So this leaf here is definitely new and it's still hardening off. It's working on another new leaf down here, and then this new leaf is new. not this new leaf is new. This leaf here is also new, and they're so thick. I'm really, really excited about how this Hoya is doing. It's very cold to the touch. It's probably a bit chilly in that area. So it's just, I'm excited to see how she is doing. She doesn't need to be watered either. So some of them, depending on the vibe, I think maybe the ones that might be dry might be no, but they're all actually in the same place. I don't know, but this one is growing very nicely. I really like the shape of leaf that it's taking on. And I don't know if I mind like this kind of like weird sun stressing that it's doing. So if you look here, I don't really mind this kind of weird sun stressing. It kind of looks, it looks a little funky to me. I kind of like it. I really love this new leaf, especially because it's got that little sun stressing mark here and it's getting bigger, which means she's getting happier. I have been ensuring that I feed it. And the only thing that I'm probably doing a little differently with my Hoyas is they're getting CalMag in the water. And that's because I just can't. I initially said I was going to do 2 separate waters. And I'm like, actually, no. It can't hurt y'all. It can't hurt y'all is where I'm at. So I've been adding CalMag to my watering routine. For my anthurium specifically, but I use the same 5-gallon jug. So everybody getting all that same water. So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't want to do any special mixes for any of my plants. But yeah, this is one of my Veiny Hoyas. This one is really nice. If you like really thick leaf Hoyas, I'd recommend this one. Also, the leaves do get nice and big. And I think that just like kind of like this teddy bear Paroc, probably because of the 2 parents it has very interesting like texture. I really, really like this plant. I really do. The next one I have that has also grown since the last time y'all have seen her is my Hoya Viola. Here she is. Let me pull up y'all on that bouquet. Okay, so you guys can see this is my Hoya Viola, nice and focused in on her finally. She is really, really, really cute. This new leaf is also sun stressing. So now I'm thinking to myself, do I need to turn off one of them lights? Do I? Maybe. This is wild because I don't know. In my head, I was like, only having 1 bar might be too little. I'm not sure what to do, y'all. Do I turn one of the lights off? Oh my God. Okay, we'll find out. We'll see. We'll just take it to the max and let it do its thing. But this plant is so, so cute and it's growing. I have vines popping off. I got new leaves coming out. But this one, I got it during that blackout phase because I was really into like the large leaf veiny looking Hoyas because I thought they were all so interesting. Even though now I'm sitting here and I'm like, dang, you got a lot of Hoyas that look like this. This one I had to chop it up and restart it. So that's why it looks so full because there are basically 1, 2, 3 vines in the pot and these leaves are pretty big. But I like this aesthetic. I do think that I'm going to just let it grow and continue to do its thing. I'll eventually maybe put in like, instead of a circle trellis, maybe one of those like the ladder, like a ladder for it to climb. That way I don't have to worry about like wrapping it. I'll just clip it up as it continues to get taller and taller. Let it do its own thing. That's kind of where I'm at with this one. It's very cute. I adore it. All right. Next up, I have a Hoya that does exactly what I'm hoping the Jennifer will eventually do. So this is my Hoya Finlaysonii Angel. I adore this plant. If I had to restart and make sure that I get an actual Finlaysonii, I would start over with this one being my one Finlaysonii type. It is sensational. Look at this leaf, y'all. That's so nice. But then this is the same plant. Peep this one. Oh, okay. Yeah. I absolutely adore this plant. The tendril did die off, probably because it got too close to the light. Maybe I let it dry out. I can't really be sure with y'all. I really can't. But I adore this plant. I adore it. It's sensational. I have not much else to say, but I do know that I have a bunch of Hoyas that kind of look like this because I got into Finlaysonii types and then I got into Hoyas that were veiny and long like this. And at some point, the only thing distinguishing these plants is really the blooms. So I'm at the point where I'm like, girl, let's take a deep breath. And I also know that if I was to buy any more Hoyas, like if you saw my wish list, I have 0 thick vein because I have so many of them that I'm like, there's literally no visual interest that they would add if I was to get any new ones. Okay, here is another Veiny Hoya. This one is very pale. It's also sun stressing. This one, I'm gonna think about where exactly I want to move it to because it's really pale. You can see the sun stressing on one of the leaves or some of the leaves. This is my Hoya Ann. And she is growing. She's grown. I've definitely had growth. I see a new growth point on both of these vines in here. Are there 3 vines in here? There's growth popping off everywhere. The only thing is that I kind of don't really like pale Hoyas like this, which is also why I want to move to Jennifer. So wherever I find that's getting light but a little bit less than what they're getting currently in my space, I might throw these and see how that goes. As a matter of fact, I did move one of my old shelves into my office, and I'm thinking maybe doing 1 Barina bar each might be less light than they're currently getting. So I might put those in there under the one 5-watt Barina bar instead of them being under 2 10 watts, because that means they're under 20 watt. I don't know. I'm going to try that and see if that's a little bit less light, because I don't know if I know that if I mix Hoyas, I don't know. Are y'all like this? If I mix the plants up together, it makes it hard for me. Like, I like to have my plants kind of grouped for the most part. So for example, like having my cabinets be specifically anthurium cabinets, and then also having my begonias in a specific section. Like, they're not dotted through my house. These all get the same, similar kinds of care. And like, even if it's not that they're all Hoyas, I would need to group my Hoyas with plants that are similar. And that's kind of what I've done. Like, even my living room is mostly Hoyas and like jungle cacti, succulent types. So things that like they can tolerate drying out. So I know I really only I promise you, the living room, they not getting checked up on. Y'all gonna get watered when I come down there. So probably every 7 to 10 days. Godspeed, they're thriving, they doing all right. But it's only plants that can actually handle a period of drying out. They're not getting wrinkly down there, but a period. I don't even know why I was saying that. See, I'm just here yapping. But anywho, this one here, it's on the chopping block. I need to say that it's on the chopping block. The veining on it isn't all that different than like some of my Finlaysoni types. So because of that, and because I've seen like a darker version of this, I'm just like, if you don't get darker, then what is the point? So yeah, that's kind of me with the Hoya Ann. I'm just like, bruh, get darker. It has grown though. It started off, it was a rough start. This is from Plant Haven, Toronto, and any plant I get from them is typically a rough start because I just have to restart it, because the moss roots just don't ever, I don't know, they never do well for me. I've tried transitioning them. They don't do well for me. So because of that, I always have to start over like as a cutting, transition it, all that good stuff. But here we are. And maybe it'll get darker, because actually they used to be even, like as I'm looking at the ones, nah, it's still pale. I don't know, y'all. It's too light. I like dark leaves on Hoyas. Sticking with the Plant Haven Toronto vibe, the next one I have, this one is also on the chopping block. This leaf right here is going to be the reason that I keep it. So this is my Hoya for Bessie I really like the plant, right? My only thing is the growth profile is so like, what the helly, I don't understand why it's growing like this. I don't understand. And it doesn't grow rapidly. It's definitely a slow grower, right? So I'm probably getting like 2 leaves every couple months. I don't know what more it needs. And now I'm seeing that it's starting to sun stress a bit. If you can see, like some of the splashing is sun stressing. So I'm like, dang, now you need to be in lower light. But where, I'm just like, where do I put y'all? So now I'm wondering, all of my shelves, I've doubled up the lights because that's what I've seen other people do. And I was testing out the light situation and all that. So I'm wondering, do I actually need to either cut down the amount of hours per day that they're getting light? Because I think on Monday to Fridays, I have my lights on from 8 to 10. So I'm wondering if I just need to cut it down and just do 10 to 10 and see if that kind of helps with the sun stressing vibe. Because I like this plant when it puts out dark leaves like this. I don't like the bleached leaves, and you can't unbleach them. Like, that's just it, And then because of how it's growing, I'm just kind of like, bro, where's the vine gonna come from? I don't know what's happening here. It just grew leaves from places that leaves used to be, because that's the kind of plant that I got from them. Is I got one with like a stalk. I don't know. So she's in the maybe pile. I do like her, but like, you see, like she's just growing in a weird way. And I really have zero interest in starting over again. I totally could. Like, I could chop it and start it over, but for what? For what? I'm gonna stay with the Plant Haven vibe. Here is my Hoya Callistophila. Everybody that is into Veiny Hoyas, I think, has a Callistophila type, right? I really used to want like the black cat one. That's really nice. But I actually, as I'm sitting here looking at this, I'm like, you don't need that. This is so, so nice. This plant and I have been on such a journey. You know, we went on a wild journey where nothing was ever wrong, and it wasn't aborting growth points, but the leaves, because of how compact it seems like the internodal spacing wants to be, the leaves would literally grow and not get any access to light because the new leaf would be like underneath an old leaf, and it would try to expand but eventually fall off. Finally, we got to a point where we started getting leaves that I was able to, you know, contort to be a little bit above so it could get some light. And we stuck around because we went from having 3 leaves to having 7 leaves. So I appreciate that. And the fact that we have 7 leaves and it's still so compact is so wild. I wonder how long it would take for me to get a bushy one. This one also seems to be doing just fine under higher light situations. So this would definitely be one that would remain on my Hoya shelf. Yeah, I don't know if this one technically counts, but I feel like it should. So I'm gonna have it here. And that's my Hoya chicken farm. I think that the veining isn't quite as dark and contrasty. And maybe that's my specimen, but I really like what it looks like. So this one doesn't fully fit in, but I like her, so she's here. Ooh, what's happening? Okay, so this new leaf came out a little bit deformed, and honestly, I was just looking at it just now, and there's like some like weird scarring in the midrib. I do think that for the well-being of myself, I might chop this little weird leaf off, and then also treat the plant. Yeah, we're gonna treat this one. Let me go actually wash my hands off real quick before I touch the rest of these. All right, I've actually been having unfortunate scenarios with, even though I haven't had like many pest situations, I feel like I've been having like moments where I'm like, oh my God, is that a pest? I can't really tell. And because I can't tell, I just typically go immediately to treating. So that's kind of what I'm gonna do. I didn't see anything moving. I didn't see any like weird dip, but I just feel a type of way. And when I feel a type of way, I should do the right thing. And I might also just treat all of the rest of them tonight with like all of my Hoyas in general with a sulfur spray. I have the garden fungicide. It's got like 0.4% sulfur. So it's not very strong, but like if you use it, you know what I mean? It works. I have 8 more to show y'all, but I do need to take a quick break to handle something real quick. And then I'll come back and finish showing y'all the rest of those plants. Really not trying to. Okay, let's get through these. Oh my God. Whew. All right, y'all, I'm back. I feel like every time I take a break, the lighting changes. The light from like my office is really beaming in over here, which is kind of wild because it's not very close and it's normally not this bright, but that's where we are. So we're just gonna go with that flow. So the other kind of Veiny-esque Hoya that I have is the Hoya GPS 9303. And I am actually gonna cut this, not just to, I wanna maybe fill the pot out a little bit. And also I'm just not a fan of when the Hoyas do this thing where they don't grow right here. Or I know I can be patient and eventually it'll push out a new leaf, but I don't want to be patient. I don't like what that looks like, and I would rather put it together. But this one here, it kind of looks like a baby version of my Arena, like a little version. I wonder if these leaves get big. It does get a little splashing, and it is getting a little sun stress on the newest leaf that it put out here. I don't have too much to say. This one is definitely a keeper because I only recently got it in a trade, so I want to give myself more time with it. Okay, the next one that I feel like I just brought it out, it counts, okay? It counts. This is my Clementiorum. Y'all, this plant is fantastic. Like, stop, look at it. Oh my goodness. Textured, dark veins, fantastic. Give me some more. I love this plant. Also appreciate that as it's hardened off, the leaves have gotten a little bit bigger. these three up here because I was a little nervous they were going to be really small. I'm trying to find where the oh, here it is. It's still growing too. I thought that this was going to either crisp off and dry with the way that I had to like point it on the trellis, but it's doing okay. I love this plant. I love touching it too because it's just like so soft underneath. Again, still my favorite leaf here. I am hoping to continue to get some longer, larger leaves. I think that this ended up being a little bit bigger because it was pulled back from the light again. So again, with lighting, I'm thinking to myself that I must be giving it a little bit too much light. So I might need to pull back a little bit. So we'll see, but I love this plant. It's absolutely not going anywhere. Okay, another plant I love. This is probably the one that propelled me into getting as many as I have. This is my Hoya Arena AH05. I've shown this plant so many times on my channel. I love her. I do need to clean her up. I'm gonna chop this little piece off over here. I love her. She does have a vine that's trying to grow in the pot. I don't know what's taking it so long. Maybe because the plant is also putting out so much energy, because I actually have recently, I got this leaf, this leaf, and then these two, and now this one here. And it has a peduncle that it's pushed, which is very exciting. We love a peduncle. Let me actually show y'all a peduncle. I'm sitting here looking at myself. But yeah, you can see the peduncle there. I'm hoping that it actually buds up and blooms. Right now, it doesn't look like it's budding, but it's there. And that's exciting. I love that for me. And it's still pushing out these two leaves here. I'm hoping that they just get a little bit bigger. I don't really want them to hit the little small look, you know? I want them to stay on this vibe right here. So I'm wondering if I also need to, I don't even know, because actually I got my first two leaves from it under what I would call pretty intense light. So it's so cute. It's so cute. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Like, y'all can't, you see when I say that I like a leaf that's a little bit darker? This is the kind of green that I appreciate from Hoyas with that veining on it, specifically because I feel like it contrasts better and it doesn't look as like cartoony. So you see how these little ones, these younger ones, they're like a little bit lime green. When it gets bigger, hopefully it continues to look like this one, because this one did look a little lime when it was first coming out. I might even pull this out a little bit and put it on top of, like on top next to my anthurium potentially, just so that these can make sure that they harden off and don't look like this leaf. That's not bad, but I like the coloring they look the same on camera right now, but I'm telling you, one is just a touch lighter, and I'd rather them be a little bit darker. Okay, this next one, here is my Gunung Gading. This one looks different because it is obviously more sun stressed now. We also have a little vine coming out with some new leaves. Thank goodness. Love that for me, because it really was taking forever. I'm proud. I also do like what this one looks like, even though it doesn't have a strong veination. This one is nice as well, because if it grows and it does well, then maybe I'll be able to convince myself that I don't need the ghost, you know, because I have something like it, but the ghost looks so different. But yeah, here's my Gunung Gading. I struggled with it initially. It was hard to root it because I got it again from Plant Haven, Toronto, so I had to reroot it. I literally almost lost the plant, and the only thing that changed eventually, I was like, I'm just gonna stick it in the substrate, let it grow that way, since it wasn't rooting properly anywhere else. And it finally rooted and it's finally growing, and I'm just really happy about that, because quite literally I thought we weren't going to go anywhere. I actually did grow this leaf. Literally there was a point where it was just this leaf in the pot. I grew this one, thank goodness, and now finally we have a vine, so we might end up with more leaves, and I love that for me. All right, so for this next one, I was talking about Hoyas that have that spacing and like not liking it. This one is the epitome of I don't like it. So this is my Hoya Arena that I got from Plant Haven. I'm pretty sure, against like my better judgment and against, you know, my heart and soul, that I'm gonna have to chop this piece here, because it's a perfect prop, right? And like root it out. And then just chop off any part of the rest of the vine here, so that I can encourage the plant to provide, like, to activate a node from down below here. I think it is really relying on what's going on up here, and it needs to not. It needs to give us something new from down below so that it doesn't look so like wild. This looks wild. but this is the newest leaf and it did curve inward. I'm not sure if it was a result of too much light or not, but you can see it's nice and veiny. It's cool. I even like the veins are kind of lifted up on this newest leaf, which I wonder what made that happen. It's lifted up. It's a bit splashier. It does seem to have like a little bit of sun stressing on it as well. There we go. But yeah, I'm going to chop that. The plan is not to, I want to keep it. I just want to put it right back down in here. For this one, I quite literally am considering whether or not I'll just chop it and then like stick it in, but I'm a little bit nervous that I'll lose it. So maybe I actually will chop it and then root it in its own. I don't know. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all to tell me what to do, but the problem is by the time y'all tell me what to do, I would already done it. So we'll see. Maybe I'll cut it and prop it and put it in my bin. Actually, that's exactly what I'll do. I'm gonna cut it and put it in the bin because I actually do think it took off the best, but I am going to root this directly into substrate. I think it thrived when I did that. It was a struggle and a half to root it when I was trying to do it not in substrate and do it specifically. I'm saying substrate, but like in the mix that I grow it in, like not in like a cocoa mix. When I was doing it in straight up perlite water, but once I put it into the mix, it took off. So I'm thinking I might do that. I am going to be trying to switch some stuff up with my propagations and skip the perlite step. We'll see how that goes. I feel like also because for me in my head, I'll also be able to fertilize quicker once it starts rooting. I don't know, but that's the plan with this one. All right, so this next one, I wanted this so bad. This is a Hoya Kalimantan. When I got it, I didn't realize just how similar to the Finlaysonii type that I have it was gonna look, because this leaf is literally for me kind of identical to the Finlaysonii angel that I have. It does have a new vine that it's pushed out over here. It's looking cute. Do you see how y'all could tell that I definitely like at some point blacked out and started getting 1.5 million of the same plant? I got this, the Finlaysonii angel, the Ganangaring, what else? The surprise, the arena, the one from Plant Haven. I got all of these at the same time. So like when I unboxed, they all were like this type, you know? And if I like showed the camera to a bunch of non-plant people, they'd be like, dang, you have a lot of the same plant. But it's not the same. Anyway, this one is real cute. This is a leaf that I grew. So at some point it literally was just this leaf in here, because rooting this one was a bit of a struggle because the other vine just did not want to root. I don't know. They always give you 2 vines and I'm always finding that like one takes off, the other doesn't sometimes. But this one is growing, so thankful for that. And yeah, here we are. So I am going to cut this. I need to clean up my Hoyas. I'm probably going to cut this little piece off right here because I just don't like when I'm seeing too many sticks and twigs, if that makes sense. But yeah, she's really not a fussy one. Literally just water her, do her thing. I think I'll keep this one until it grows a little bit longer. Because again, I really do like a Finlaysonii type. So this is another keeper. I also didn't mention with the arena, I do know that if I propagate this next one and then it doesn't vine out properly and it doesn't like look good, I do want to make sure I put that into a little bit of a lower light situation eventually. But if it doesn't pan out for me, then I will get rid of her because she has caused a lot of stress for me. But not this one. This girl has been pretty easy. I grew this leaf. It's growing a vine. Everything is going to be fine when it comes to this plant here. All right. Next, I have my Hoya UT093. So this plant, I'm also trying to figure out what to do with it, whether or not I want to keep it. And that's kind of unfortunate. I got this plant at the same time that I got the AH015 arena. These leaves are so small and it gave me this leaf here. And that is like what I'm holding on to, this one. And then even this new one up here. I like what these look like because they're a bit darker, they're cool. But I'm trying to figure out whether or not I want to keep it. It also has a peduncle that has literally done nothing for me. So I am considering whether or not I should just for the sake of aesthetics, I think I might as well just chop this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I put that there, I should just chop this off. Like I'll lose the peduncle, but like whatever, bro. It's literally has never done anything for me. So, and another peduncle will come. I know that because with this same plant, I chopped off a vine thinking, oh my God, what is it? And it was actually a peduncle, and then it came back with the next vine. If the plant wants to flower, it will do that. So that said, I think I need advice on whether or not I should keep this. I love this leaf though. This is so nice. So finally, we have these two twins. These are Hoya RP013. This leaf looks so good. I grew these two leaves right here. This one and that. Yes. Yes. And it's sun stressing. It's looking good. I was initially thinking, oh my God, you should get rid of one and keep the other. But now I'm looking and I'm like, oh my God, but how could you? Type 5, how could you? You can't. I love it. I obviously would prefer this one because it has this giant leaf, but yeah, I separated them because I thought it would be hard to propagate them in one container. I don't remember what made me do that, but I think this has one plant in it and this has two. So I just kind of want to see, you know, where they take it to first before I decide what I'm going to do. And if one fully establishes, I always have my auntie if she's interested in a plant like this. I'm not sure if she's into the Hoyas though. So, and this one is definitely giving very much so veiny. It's so cute. It like the sun stressing is like blushing. I love this one. And it's really soft textured too. I guess I said that about the Lata Iskandar peninsularis, but it has a similar texture to that, in my opinion. I adore this plant. I adore it. I don't know. Y'all tell me what to do. Should I keep this one or keep this one? Keep them both? What do I do? Tell me in the comments. All right, y'all, but that's day 4. I just showed y'all all my Veiny Hoyas. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all tomorrow where we talk about my begonias. All right, bye.